Hey YouTube, Fileman here. Welcome to the show. I mentioned recently that so much stuff goes down every day that I couldn't possibly even synopsize it for YouTube videos, so I'm not going to. But today I want to talk about my shirt. Many years ago, I spent quite a bit of time in Asia, and the guy that sat next to me every day for a year or two he's a great guy, all around righteous brother, and he's an Australian dude. Well, I was planning to take a little vacation to New Zealand, which was great. I mean, maybe the best place I ever been, and one of the best times I ever had. And when the Australian guy found out I was going to New Zealand, he says, "Hey, file man, I've got the move for you. When you're in New Zealand, you have to get a shirt, a rugby shirt that's made by this company, Canterbury. Got to get this Canterbury shirt. It's like the hot thing. It's like the shirt to have." And he says, "I figure it's good for you all around because the girls over here are all going to know what it is. They know that it's the right shirt. And the girls back in the U.S., if they don't know about the shirt, you can tell them a story about how you went to New Zealand, and you'll be the man." And so I said, "All right, keep it in mind." And well, like 100 people told me what I have to do when I go to New Zealand and everything. And I tried to do a fair amount of it. But the only real clothing store I got to was like real touristy. And New Zealand is not that touristy of a place at all. But that was the only gear shop I got to. And they had some Canterbury shirts. Maybe not the best selections and prices. And most of the Canterbury rugby shirts had advertisements all over them. I don't know if people in the U.S. know, but teams that play for foreign countries have ads right on their kit. I mean, it's like Vodafone and Orange and cell phone carriers and beer and whatever. And well, Fileman doesn't really play that. I mean, I'm not a fanatic, but I'm not a billboard either, right? I mean, pay me, right? So there were a few shirts that didn't have ads all over them, but they weren't very nice. Of the shirts that didn't have ads, this was the one that I liked the most. So just thinking maybe I won't get it. I didn't really like it that much, and it's a little pricey. But the dude's words came back to me, and guy's got this great girlfriend. I mean, like the best girlfriend ever. So I figure he knows something. All right, I'll get the shirt, and I got it. And it has been a pretty good shirt, I have to say. The guy was pretty much right, and been wearing it ever since. Then a couple years ago, I was watching a rerun of Everybody Loves Raymond, and there's idiot Raymond himself sitting right there in the same shirt as I have. So I figured days were numbered at that point. Okay, fast forward to the present day. Every Sunday this time of year, I go to dinner with a group of friends, and it's really nice. It's a buffet, but it's really nice. A couple cooking stations and a great dessert station. I mean, the dessert chef is like one of my favorite people in the world. It's amazing, 100 different things, and they're all great. But the dinner is at a golf club. It's a little bit dressy. Most of the men, not in my group of friends, wear jackets and ties, and the ladies' dresses and everything. So my group's, not one of the better dressed groups to begin with. Meanwhile, I only had 3 long sleeve shirts with me, one pink button down shirt, and 2 rugby shirts. So I wore the pink button-down shirt every Sunday and Thanksgiving and everything. And so Sunday I thought, you know what, Fileman, if you wear that pink shirt again, there's going to be a riot. I mean, there's only so many times you can wear the same shirt to the same dinner. So I thought, I know it's going to be a little underdressed, but I'll just wear this shirt. So I got to dinner that Sunday, and luckily our group was just really the core people, like family. So I wasn't embarrassing people that don't know me well. And I took a chance at dinner to say, I'm sorry, you guys. I know I'm a little bit underdressed, but I only have the one dress shirt and I wear it all the time. So all right, no big deal, no big deal. And meanwhile, there was a football game in progress that I had an interest in. So I said, I'll tell you what, this is my promise to you. If my side wins the game tonight, I will buy a new shirt this week and wear it next week. He goes, no, no. If my side wins, I'll buy 2 new shirts so that I can wear to dinner. And yeah, everybody has a laugh and says, that's great, blah, blah, blah. Well, some of you know, one of my dreams in life is to play and sing at an open mic night and not have everyone run away screaming. So I wanted to case out some of these open mic nights and see what the scene was like. And one of the guys at dinner says, yeah, that'd be fun. I'd like to see that, people playing and singing. So, I'll meet you there. Okay, so Tuesday night we met there, and the lineup of performers was incredible. I mean, almost everybody was like way, way better than me. Everybody could sing and play. People had their own tunes and these great obscure covers and everything. So, I'm a little intimidated. I'm not going to be able to play in a lineup like that. But anyway, I was sitting at the bar with my buddy. I got to the bar, my buddy was in there, and I had the same shirt on again. And I went in, and my buddy says, hey, did you buy those new shirts? I said, well, no, not yet, but I'll have them by Sunday, don't you worry. So I'm sitting there in my old Everybody Loves Raymond rugby shirt, talking to my buddy, and there was some drunken barflies sitting behind me, and I just barely heard them, blah, 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 the guy in the green and black shirt. Well, I figured they're talking about me, even though this isn't really green and black. So I kind of looked around, like, see what the deal was. And when I turned around, they kind of saw me and, like, pretended they were doing something else. So I don't know what they were saying. I don't care. Say whatever you want about the file, man. I could care less. So I didn't think nothing of it. Turned around, was talking to my buddy and listening to music. And then the bartender came over and, gave me the upside-down little plastic cup to indicate someone had bought me a beer. And, I says, oh, what's going on? And she says, oh, those guys down the bar bought you that beer because they like your shirt. So I said to my buddy, you see that? You're saying I need new shirts, and these guys just bought me a beer because they like my shirt. So we had a good laugh about that, and blah, blah, blah. And then a little bit later that night, the girl that MCs a couple of the open mic nights around town came right up next to me to get herself a drink, and I thought, oh, this is great. So I turned around and I said, hey, you so-and-so, you run these open mics nights? And she said, yeah, so I saw your name in the paper, and, I might want to play sometime, blah, blah, blah. So talking to her about what might be a good venue for sort of a beginner like me. And she says, she like grabs my shirt and she says, hey, I like your shirt, man. That's really great. You don't see that many people wearing rugby shirts anymore, but that's a great shirt. So I turned around to my friend and I said, did you hear that? The other guys buy me a beer because they like my shirt, and now the girl that runs the whole thing likes my shirt. And anyway, we had a good laugh about it. I guess that was maybe the point of the video. That's the saga of my shirt. It's seen better days and it's running out of gas. But okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.